One of the most important things inside of cinema is animating with the camera. And I just put a simple cube here. And what we're going to do is we're going to animate around a camera here. So in order to do this, all we need to do is come up to this camera icon that we found here, and we just need to click on it. And you can see that I have a camera, and I'm just going to hold one to sort of zoom out and two to push out a little bit. So what you see is that we're actually not looking through the camera at this point. Now I can move it and all of that, but that's not really what you want to do. So what we want to do is actually be looking through the camera here. So in order to do this, you should see this little icon that is right here, and this is the target camera icon. And if I click on this, you can see that now I'm looking through the camera. So if I hold 2 to zoom out, I am the camera at this point. So in order to get this working, all I need to do is start going in and animating. So in order to animate, let's just say that I wanted to start right around here. So what we want to do is, this is your camera coordinates when you want to move something. So you can see I have the camera selected. I'm just going to click. And then if I click on chord right here, you'll see that I have all this position and rotation information. So the best way to animate with the camera is by holding 3. If I hold 3, you can see that I can click and move, and look at all of these that are moving. So in order to get this to work correctly, I need to keyframe all 5 of these essentially in order for my for this to work here. So let's just take a look at what's moving. So in my position, the X, Y, and Z are moving, and then on the rotation, my H and P are moving. So what I want to do is I need to keyframe these. So remember, any of these things that has a dot by it, no matter what, you can animate it. So just remember that. So if I click 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you can see that now I have triggered my animation, and now I have a keyframe here. So in order to start an animation, let's just go in. I'm just going to move this to like 24 frames here. And what I have is, I'm just going to go ahead and move this. So I'm going to hold 3, and let me just click and drag. And I'm going to let go. And we can see that now these are lit up orange. So we need to save our keyframe information. So let me just go ahead and click on this. And we can see that now we have saved a keyframe. So instead of doing just a simple animation, let's go in and animate again. So let's drag on our icon. Let's drag our icon down a little bit. And I'm going to hold 3, click and drag. And you can see that now I have changed my information. So let's just save this. Click that. And then let's animate one last time. So we'll just drag this to the end. And I'm going to hold 3. And I'm clicking and dragging. And then let's just save that information. So now if I hit play, we can see that that is moving here. Now it is really fast, so you can always click and drag your keyframes how you want to. Now I want to animate this quickly. So one of the things that you can do is that you can boost up your keyframes, how many frames you have in your project. So in order to do this, right here at 90, let's say I boost this up to 120, and I'm just going to click off. You can see that I now have added 120 frames. So I could drag and start to move my keyframes a little bit to get this to animate a little smoother. Now, it's really fast, but I think you kind of see the picture of animating with the camera here. So go ahead and try out your own animations.